Are you tired of being overcharged and forced into paying a monthly subscription for your Mac and Windows software? Well, if you are, currently we're having a 50% off discount on all the latest Mac and Windows software, such as AutoCAD, SolidWorks, Photoshop, Microsoft Office, and much more. Our 50% off discount will be ending soon.
So be sure to text Ready to Buy, that's Ready to Buy, to the number on the screen. Starting pricing for low-end software, $100. And starting pricing for high-end software, $500.
We aim to please, so expect 24/7 technical support, the latest premium software, instant software links delivered to your email, and PayPal's buyer's protection guarantee.
You hear about your boy, man?
Oh,
Giuliani and Trump?
Got hit with the RICO.
And was crazy. Who was the RICO? One of the RICO pioneers.
The guy who brought the RICO to the game, motherfucking Giuliani. And now he gets hit with a RICO himself. If that's not worth a round of applause, I don't know what is.
He's getting a dose.
Yeah, he's getting a dose. Good for them. But let's not get it twisted. Let's not act like anything's gonna happen. Like.
Well, they could be facing.
Oh shit! Hang on. Tia said that ish is way too high. You need to cut it. Thank you, Tia. And see, you know how you see I caught right on. I knew what you was trying to do. I knew you was on your OT Genesis shit. Your hair is way too high. You need to cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Okay, who's that? Dialogue with Nasir. He said, peace, homies. Finally made alive. It's been a while. Hey. Glad to have you back, my brother. Glad to have you back, Nasir.
Peace.
Well, anyway, I mean, I think that's great. That you know, it's ironic that Puerto Rico and shit.
That's crazy.
These niggas ain't never gonna go to jail for anything. You know what I mean? I think they're just doing all of this to try to just to derail any hopes of him running for president with any good credibility. That's all this shit is really about. You know what I mean? Like, oh, how is a man who's in the midst of an indictment, how is he going to, you know?
It says it carries a sentencing range of 5 to 20 years in prison.
Yeah, hurry up. Hang on.
It says it carries a sentencing range of 5 to 20 years in prison.
How long?
It says it carries a sentencing range of 5 to 20 years in prison. 5 to 20 years.
And you really think that they would let a former U.S. president and, you know, former mayor of New York City and all of this other type of shit, you think they let these motherfuckers go to jail? Like, you think that somebody wouldn't step in with a pardon even? You know what I mean?
I think it's a distraction.
Even Sleepy Joe would be like, nah, we can't let that happen. Like,
we got to see what's really going on. I think it's a distraction.
Of course it's a distraction.
Okay, also let me note that this RICO is violating Georgia's RICO, okay? Same thing as Young Thug. Keep that in mind, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So it's Trump and Giuliani indicted on RICO charges. Rudy Giuliani, NYC's former mayor, charged in connection to efforts to overturn the 2020 election and violating Georgia's RICO, along with Donald Trump and 17 others to overturn the 2020 election. Okay? They're saying he was part of a conspiracy to commit forgery and knowingly making false statements about election fraud to officials at public hearings. And this is the state of
translation. Y'all thought Trump was racist, but they treating him like a nigga. Mm-hmm. He's got RICO charges like Young Thug. If that's not nigga shit, I don't know what is. Okay, like come on. I don't know what is. Like
Georgia, man, Georgia RICO.
Lately, only rappers get fucking charged with RICO. So I'm thinking Trump got an album about to drop or some shit like that. Because this is some rapper shit right here.
Hey man, hey, not for nothing. All the rappers used to rap about Trump back in the day.
Exactly. Guess who's the black Trump? You know what I mean? Niggas was taking mad flicks with Trump and shit back in the days.
Yeah.
Oh, so hang on. Somebody said
Gates, Donald Trump,
these are Georgia. Hang on. These are Georgia state charges, God. You can't pardon state charges. The governor of Georgia would have to do it and not the president. Well, then the governor of Georgia will do it. You think he wouldn't do that? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. One of these motherfuckers going to do it. But I'll tell you what, they're not going to let a former sitting president go to jail. It's just not, it's not going to happen. They're not going to let Giuliani's fucking old ass go to jail either. You know what I mean? But it looks good. It looks like, oh shit, America really does hold, justice is real. It doesn't matter who you are. That's the fake out. Like, that's why they do shit like this too, to make it seem like America really works and it does prosecute. It's elite. And we know that's some bullshit. When we know that there's different rules for different people.
That's crazy. Bill Gates, Donald Trump, let me in now.
Of course, Noplin, I don't even want to get into that.
Now, hey.
They said Corey Flood. Is this the same guy that said some other shit? Jamar, no one's above the law. If he's actually fitting guilty, then he'll go to jail. If he's actually found guilty. Okay. You really believe that no one's above the law?
Yeah, Lord J. Yeah, Lord J. What are you talking about, man? No one is above the law, Lord J. Let's be clear.
And neither is your hairline.
Man, take your hat off.
That hairline is not above the law of fucking of when you got to cut it. Okay, when you lose too much, the law says it got to go. So you're not above the law either. Artie Stacks. Okay.
Oh, hey, there's something I wanted to ask you, man. We've been on hiatus. You've been doing the Friday Night Lives, so you might have touched upon this, but I wanted to ask you this one question. And I don't want to hear. I talked about this already. You're talking about this with me. Okay? So I don't want to hear you touched upon this.
We'll see.
Okay? The hearings, man, the UFO hearings. Because I know you say outer space doesn't exist.
It doesn't.
But
they're having hearings on it?
They've been having hearings in the past about testimony with whistleblowers. Come on, I know you heard about the whistleblower. The military guy who's a credible witness blower. And he's saying biological entities crashed UFO aircrafts. They're doing reverse engineering.
He is talking to you.
What's Tia say? Come on,
you'd look good. Just let it go.
Come on, you would look good. Just let it go. Hey, Tia, I'm seriously considering it, Tia. You might have to tune in on the next episode because Lord Jamar says if I decide to do it and you guys want me to do it, it's going to go live.
Right here.
Yes.
So, all right. So what do you want to know? What do you want to know?
So this military whistleblower is coming out before Congress at these hearings, and he has said
that he's seen with his own eyes. Right?
I think he said he didn't see with his own eyes, but he's credible, and his colleagues. He's speaking on behalf of his colleagues. Okay, military personnel.
Okay, right.
So they've had recovered crashed spacecraft, and they're changing the names. By the way, it's no longer UFO; it's UAPs now. Okay, unidentified aerial phenomenon. Okay. So they're changing the marketing behind UFOs. So he's saying that they have crashed aircraft and biological entities. So basically aircrafts manned by biological entities, aka aliens. So I want your take on that.
And you believe this?
I'm asking you.
Because I could say anything too. Listen. I used to work at a top secret candy factory. Okay.
Stop it.
Shh, I really did. I used to work at a top secret candy factory. They had candies. They had candies from outer space there.
All right,
I seen them with my own eyes.
Okay, listen. I see where you're going, but did you hear about what happened in Vegas not too long ago?
What happened?
With the 911 call with the scared Mexican family, with the big aliens in their backyard.
Oh, with the face-eating aliens, they were eating people's faces off.
No, they weren't eating faces. They weren't eating faces. They
said they were face-eating aliens. I saw a report on this.
Yeah. Are we talking about the same story?
Oh, maybe it's another one.
Well, so in Vegas, there was a crash in Vegas. The police saw it.
The police. Yeah, I believe everything they say.
And the family, the Mexican family, called 911 with the scared boy with the entities in the backyard. It didn't sound made up. This kid really sounded scared.
Word?
Calls.
Word?
He really sounded scared, man.
Okay.
Like he was fighting for his life.
Okay.
He said they were
maybe somebody scared him. Maybe he was scared.
Okay,
Here's the thing, Artie Stacks. Let me just tell you, okay.
Do you think the congressional hearings are fake? It's just theatrics?
I'm saying they have something that they've had in the works for years now. Something called Project Bluebeam.
I'm familiar.
Look it up.
I'm familiar.
With Project Bluebeam, they will, in some time in the future, claim, like they're doing now, that aliens exist. Well, they'll say extraterrestrials. And they know when they say extraterrestrials exist, that's true. But extraterrestrial means more land. It doesn't mean outer space.
Got you. Okay.
It doesn't mean up there. It means more land.
Got you. Okay.
Is there more lands outside of our concentric ring that we call the South Pole? Most likely, most definitely. Are there vehicles that come from that dimension to this dimension? Possibly. You know what I mean? Come from those rings into these rings. It's possible. I don't know definitely, but what I do know is the shit that they're setting up with these hearings and shit like that is for them to be able to fake an alien attack. Peace, A1 Drizzy, my flat panther. To fake an alien attack on the people.
For what purpose?
For the purpose of trying to unite the people under one world government, because now it's not just it's us against the aliens. It's not different parts of the world. In the same way they're trying to unite the currencies, we will now have to unite because these attacks would take place across the world. And so they would want us to all unite under a one world government
against the common enemy.
Against the common enemy, which is otherworldly. But it will not be spaceships and all that. It will be holograms with these motherfuckers behind the shit, shooting down at people and all of that type of shit, killing people, destroying things, making you just the same way they're making you believe right now that global warming is happening by them manipulating the weather. The same way they will have you believe that you're being attacked by fucking aliens or extraterrestrials or whatever the fuck you want to call them. And now you'll be panicked and ready to do what the fuck they say and blah, 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 blah. Thank you, Charles Shearer. He said, if aliens exist, then Bigfoot was chilling by a bonfire and Tupac is still alive. Exactly. Like, there are no aliens as they've been reported. These grays with the big eyes and all this type of shit, these Mexican motherfuckers. Like, come on. We're in the age of those Mexican motherfuckers could have pulled out their cell phone and showed us. Like, we don't got to take the word for people anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they
had cell phone footage.
Oh yeah, so you saw this, and it was clear as day. You saw some aliens that didn't look like people in costumes, or maybe AI or some shit like that.
Well, the cell phone footage I seen, it was dark because it happened at night.
And the cell phones don't have lights on them, right?
It was in the dark because it was at night in their backyards. But there
was
another.
But the cell phones don't have lights on them, right?
They're Mexican, man. Come on.
Oh, word. So they got Mexican cell phones don't have lights. Right, got you.
Okay, so however,
okay,
I seen another YouTuber on his channel. He took that same footage and applied, like how Instagram has the filters. He applied a light filter to the video, and it looked crazy, man. I'm gonna just leave it at that. He lightened the video up to where you could see what was going on. It just looked crazy, man.
Bro, so let me ask you this, Artie Stacks. Are you apt to believe that this might be real? That there really are aliens from another planet up in the sky?
I'm not saying it's real, but I always keep an open mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I wholeheartedly believe, but I like to keep an open mind. Like, I consider you my brother. If you hit me out the blue one day and said, yo, Artie Stacks, this was crazy, I would tend to believe you. I would believe you, yes. Even though I didn't see with my own eyes, I'd be like, Lord J has no reason.
Hey, he's just stuck. You just got frozen. Okay.
Yeah, we're back.
You said Lord J has no reason. Right, and I feel you, but
I keep an open mind.
You're talking about the government.
Right.
The government's not Lord J. They have every reason to lie to you. Why would you sit there?
I'm talking about if you were the next door neighbors of the Mexican family. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but at the same time, you don't know who this Mexican family is. You see, when things are presented to you in a frame and all that, you don't know what's outside the frame. You don't know the circumstances. You don't really. All you know is a Mexican family. You don't know who this family is. You know what I mean? Who they're connected to, blah, 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 what their reasoning would be to lie and all this type of shit. Like, you're just taking a snapshot of something that's being presented and it's being presented as factual. So us as people, a lot of times we don't think that we're being lied to. We don't want to believe that. So we take some shit in. And trust me, if I say something with enough conviction and a straight enough face and all that type of shit, you're gonna fucking believe it. You know what I mean? And some people just get a kick out of fucking lying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just try to see how good they could lie. You know?
Right.
Like, so just imagine, like, fucking whole a whole DNA that's constructed of that.
Hey, Markeith, you missed the Vegas episode. Lord Jamar told me not to do it anymore, Markeith. I got to listen to my brother, Lord Jamar.
What, not to put no money up on the fucking screen?
I was just reading this comment.
What did he say?
Oh, shit. What did he say? Some bull.
Mo, get it. What's good?
Mo, get it.
I see you. Charles Shearer. He say, wow. AI was created to intensify the lie. That's right. That's right. Because now you believe. You know what I mean?
Don't you got some AI stuff coming up?
Well, shout out to my man Jamar Milton. He's probably in the chat right now. And we got an AI video coming out for a song. It's a Jamar Milton song produced by Lord Jamar. So it's double Jamar on the motherfucking track.
Now, when you say it's an AI video.
So the video is totally created with AI. All the characters are rendered by AI. The shots are done in AI. All of that. The whole shit is AI. And then my man is in there. He got his representation of him rapping, and it's him in AI. And then I'm in the motherfucker too in AI.
When you say AI, is it AI as in
AI? It looks like
cartoon or real life?
Nah, like more like think like video game type of look. You know what I mean? Okay. It got that kind of look to it. You know what I mean? Gotcha. But it looks very cinematic. It's hard to explain, man. Yeah, we still tour. So do we still tour? Yep. Be in Maryland and DC area on Saturday. 2 shows on Saturday.
When is that? When can we expect that? When's it coming out?
Oh shit. Hang on. I want to say September 9th.
Okay.
Is that the date, Jamar Milton? Are you still here in the chat, sir? Let me check something. Pretty sure.
Somebody said AI is nanotechnology.
Could be.
Yeah, y'all, that AI technology is scary, man. They can potentially make you look like you committed a crime that you did not do. That's some spooky stuff right there. Spooky.
Yes, 9/9. 9/9 is coming out.
Okay. Well, we'll be looking forward to it.
Listen, nothing is ever good or bad altogether. Anything that's might have a lot of good is gonna have a little bit of bad in it, and anything that has a lot of bad is gonna have a little bit of good in it. A lot of things I think are all how it's used. I think this AI tool, the way my man used it for the video, is dope. You know what I mean? But the way people are going to use it for deception, you know what I mean? That's what's not cool about it. You know what I mean? When I can fucking AI a fucking Artie Stacks character and get on here and talk like you and make it look like it's you, you know what I mean? But it's me.
That's crazy.
But I got it looking like it's you. And they're like, yo, Artie Stacks got on here and was saying some wild shit. Like, you know what I mean?
That's crazy. Yeah. That's spooky, man.
You see?
That's spooky.
That's what makes it scary. Like, and then, but when you have certain moral people, see, I would never do that to you, even if I had the ability to do it. But then you have people that, since they have no love for you, they don't know who the fuck you are, they have no morals or regard for any other people, they'll cross those lines with no problem. They'll cross those lines with no problem. And that's what's crazy, because we live in a world with, we're having morals and all of that is like laughed at.
Right.
That's some sucker shit. You got morals, that's sucker shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't do whatever for the bag? You wouldn't do whatever for the bag? So you saying you wouldn't fucking do an AI imposter of your man Artie Stacks if you knew that you was going to get millions of dollars off that? Word? You wouldn't do that to your man? You see? All in the name of getting the bag.
And some people
I do it, and it's like, hey, I gotta feed my family. That's what, that's what everybody's excuse is, right? That's what everybody's excuse is. Hey,
I had to feed my family. I had to feed my family.
When nobody was starving. Nobody was starving. Like all these motherfuckers talk about feed their family. They're not growing up in like houses of people like in the 50s and 60s where some of these motherfuckers really were starving. Like they really like no food in the crib. Like if I don't go out and hit somebody over the head tonight, we're not going to eat at all. All of this shit, when you fucking, selling drugs, or when you're on your fucking OnlyFans, sucking dick and all this other shit, and then act like it's to feed your family. Your family, that's just so you can have a lot of shit. That ain't about feeding your family. That's just so you can have shit. So you can fucking, have designer shit and cars and, and your kids can have, a bunch of bullshit to eat. But they were eating before. They was eating. Cut the bullshit out. Stop acting like they wasn't eating. They was eating.